Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Business Caselet, where we take a look at little bits of business to try to leave our sessions a little more understanding about the business that surrounds us. Today we're going to be talking about branding through the lens of the Olympics, and specifically the history of the Olympic flame. There are two iconic symbols of the Olympics, the rings and the torch. These two symbols brand the games. In this caselet, we are going to discuss how symbols can brand a company. The Olympic flame is used as a linking mechanism between the ancient games and the modern Olympics. During the ancient games, a fire burned at the altars of Hestia, Hera, and Zeus for the duration of the games. The flame was reintroduced into the modern-day Olympics at the 1928 Amsterdam Games, where Jan Wills designed Marathon Tower, which was the first cauldron of the modern Olympics. The flame has been used in the Summer Olympics ever since. The flame was introduced at the 1936 Winter Olympics at Garmisch-Partenkirchen, and since has become a Winter Olympics custom as well. Taking a step back, let's understand the anatomy of the torch relay. The torch relay has three key elements: the lighting, the relay, and the lighting of the Olympic cauldron. The first stage, the lighting of the torch, occurs in Olympia, Greece's home of the ancient games. During the ceremony, 11 women representing the Vestal Virgins, using a parabolic mirror, light the Olympic flame from the sun. Then the flame travels to Athens and moves to the host country where the relay begins. The flame has been transported in many different ways: by air in 1952, by horseback in 1956, by Concorde, by spaceship, by scuba diver over the Great Barrier Reef for the Sydney 2000 Games. This is a good opportunity. Note to producer Matt, set a reminder for January 1st, 2027 to apply to be a torchbearer for LA 2028. Once in the country, torchbearers carry the flame and step 2 begins, the relay. The first torch relay was introduced at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin by Karl Diem, under the guidance of Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister. The purpose of the first torch relay was to indicate that Nazi Germany was the successor of ancient Greece and Western civilization. The relay in 1936 was only 187 kilometers and was carried by 3,331 runners. However, the longest relay occurred in Athens for the 2004 Games, where the flame traversed the world. Worldwide torch relays were used in 2008, but were discontinued in 2010 by choice of the host country before being outlawed in 2014. The final part of the torch relay is of course the lighting of the main Olympic cauldron. Picture this. At the end of the opening ceremony, the host city has effectively welcomed the world, and the last thing to do is to light the cauldron. The flame enters the stadium, carried by the torchbearer, who's most likely a famous Olympian, who does the honors. And it's customary to keep the identity of the torchbearer a secret until the moment of the lighting. What a suspense. Some cauldron lighters have included Muhammad Ali in 1996, the USA hockey team in 2002, Wayne Gretzky 2010, Yuma Kim 2018, and sometimes the final torchbearer could even be a representative of the Olympic theme, such as in London in 2012, where 5 young athletes lit the cauldron. Now that we understand the flame's journey and significance, let's talk about its design. The torch design has physically evolved from one of more of a traditional design to one that represents the host country, continuously evolving with each iteration of the Olympic Games. Matt, let's throw in a visual so that people can see what we're talking about. In 2000, the torch represented a boomerang. In 2002, an icicle. 2004, an olive branch. 2006, a ski, and so on. The delivery of the flame to the cauldron has become part of the experience too, and some countries have gotten very creative with it. Even more so, the design of the cauldron has become increasingly elaborate too. In the 1992 Barcelona Games, Antonio Rebollo launched a flaming arrow to light the cauldron. In the 2000 Sydney Games, the cauldron was disguised as a pool, and Cathy Freeman walked across the pool, lit the cauldron, and then it was raised to its final destination. In 2008, Beijing, Li Ning was hoisted into the sky where he ran an invisible lap around the stadium before lighting the massive cauldron. All in, there are only 2 rules when it comes to lighting the cauldron. Number 1, the flame can never go out. And number 2, the flame must always remain in the public view. I hope with this example you can see how symbols like the Olympic flame and rituals like the torch relay are core to a brand's identity. Even more so, creativity is essential to make a required element unique, and sub-branded to a host country's brand image. Branding opportunities at such a large scale like that of the Olympics can be a huge opportunity for a brand, even a country, to showcase its strengths and prowess. Simply put, branding is an opportunity to either reaffirm or escape your identity. In other words, you are not your history. Think Volkswagen or Porsche as tank manufacturers during World War II, or Hugo Boss producing uniforms for the SS. At the end of the day, a brand can grow, adapt, and extend. What matters are the bounds you put in place and the direction you set. We can of course see this with the story of the Olympic flame, and pretty much any other brand you may encounter. That's all for this business caselet. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Oops, oh no.